Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Pariah. Thank you so much for sending this one out. And this is proper ESB extra special bitter. And so this might be a little bit different review. I'm sort of going to do the review along with studying for strong bitter, which is one of the styles on BJCP. And you're going to have to know almost all the styles on BJCP for advanced this round. So let's check this guy out. So proper, blah, blah. So they call it extra special bitter on BJCP. They call it strong bitter. Range of ABV is 4.6 to 6.2%. Numbers I'm going to have to memorize. SRM 30 to 50. Oh, no, sorry. SRM 8 to 18. IBUs 30 to 50. 4.6 to 6.2. Okay. And let's see. Deep amber color, refined hop notes of orange marmalade, peach, grapefruit, supported by biscuity, treacle, toffee malt. It is made. Do they show the ingredients? Usually show the ingredients of hops and malt, right? No, they don't. That's so weird. Oh, very strange. They generally do. So, let's dig into the can, and I'll try to dig into the guy. I've had it sitting out for quite a while, so one of the useful things about this is that memorizing BJCP is extremely important because not only is it going to be possibly one of your essays on the written portion, it is literally one of the oral exams where they literally will just ask you to break down everything about the style, all the vital stats that I just listed, aroma, appearance, flavor, history, ingredients, blah, blah, blah. So let's see this guy. So the beer comes in a medium deep amber color, really nice, brilliant clarity on that. And we go appearance. They go light to, BJCP, they go light to amber color, good to brilliant clarity, blah, blah. Low to moderate white head. It's off-white, this one's off-white. Low head is acceptable. Okay, on the aroma. Yeah, the straight British. It's almost got this like brown ale kind of flavor to it. It's like toffee, rich. It's like crusty bread. I don't get that, so. But it's mostly just like rich, kind of like sweet, caramelly malts. Not as stickily sweet as maybe, like, it's almost toasty. So it's not only stickily sweet a little bit with some of that crystal malt character, but it's also like toasty and sweet. So they go aroma. So they go moderately high to moderately low with floral, earthy, resiny, fruity. Maybe get the fruity characteristics because they say hop notes of orange marmalade, peach, and grapefruit. Yeah. I was mostly getting the malt, but I also get a little bit of like piney character. So I guess that's the resiny character, medium to medium high malts, blah, blah. Low to moderate caramel for sure. Generally no diacetyl, okay, but low levels are allowed to have that. And that fruitiness might be some ester character. They mentioned that medium low to medium high. All right, let's go with flavor. Malt driven. Decently bitter, 30 to 50 IBU beer at 5.4. It has a solid kind of like woodsy bitterness. Woodsy for sure, classic British hop character. So it smacks with it's almost like a different spin on Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. You get the malt sweetness up front. So it has that like crystal malt sweetness. It's a little bit chewy. And then it comes with this like almost kind of pine character, but instead of bright and spritzy and almost citrusy, and grapefruit peel, it's woodsy. It's this woodsy, maybe a little bit floral, lingering. So solid bittering charge, lingering bitterness. What do they have here? They say medium high bitterness. Yeah, for sure. With supporting malt flavors. Bready, biscuity, malt, nutty, lightly toasty. I get it with all those. Moderate, low to moderate caramel toffee. Yeah. Hop character, moderate to moderate high, floral, resiny, fruity. I get resiny / woodsy. Hop bitterness should be noticeable, and that shouldn't dominate the malt flavors. I would say that. I would say the malt flavors interact up front with the hop flavors, and then it sort of dies down with the malt flavor, and then mostly bitterness on the back end. Moderate low to high fruity esters. Maybe. I generally, for the British beers, get really strong kind of, I think, what is it, ethyl hexanoate, which is like a really strong kind of like anisey and like like fresh appley kind of like a like baked apple kind of character. I'm not getting much ester, noticeable, very noticeable esters like the traditional British ones. Dry finish, the levels of diacetyl acceptable, maybe hints of diacetyl, but I don't think so. Medium light to full body, medium light to medium full body. So that's the whole range. A little too moderate carbonation. I'd say this is moderate. Boom, boom, boom. So ESB specifically goes to the brand by Fuller's ESB, but here BJCP they call it strong bitter. So this is definitely a reference to Fuller's ESBs, which is sort of the synonymous beer with the style, but there are others. And so then I go to BJCP. There's a lot, again, this is a single style of all the information that you're gonna have to memorize. Bass Ale, Samuel Smith's Old Brewery Pale Ale, Young's Ramrod. And strangely enough, Fuller's ESB is not on this one. That's really annoying. So, right, as in one of the commercial examples. So you have to remember Bass Ale, Sam Smith's Pale Ale. Oh, there's a bunch of other ones. There's Shepherd Neum Bishop's Finger, Shepherd Neum Spitfire. There's West Berkshire Dr. Hexter's Healer, Whitbread Pale Ale, Young's Ramrod, Highland Orkney Blast. So history, this is a higher gravity beer than obviously the best bitter, which is, it goes from ordinary bitter to best bitter to strong bitter, as in the ranking of ABVs. These are premium for export. Sorry, I'm just like basically studying with you guys. So if you guys want to read BJCP, please do. Ingredients, interesting with this. So they have pale, amber, and or crystal malt with a touch of black malt for color adjustment. Okay. May have sugar adjuncts, corn or wheat. English hops are traditional, but any hops are fair game. Light touch of American hops possibly. Characterful British yeast. Burtonized water. So medium to high sulfate water to offer like more dryness, add minerality, sulfury aroma or flavor. More malt, particularly more caramel and esters than American Pale Ale, using different finishing hop character. So again, that's where my analogy came in. Maybe a little bit more malt character than a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, because the balance on that beer is more on the dry hopping side, more hoppy aromatics. But yeah, most analogous beer I'd say is like to that, or obviously the other bitters, which would be the ordinary and the best bitter. So that's a lot of rambling. What is my opinion about this beer? It's quite nice, very crushable kind of pub ale. Honestly, I wish more American breweries were doing British beers, because I mean, I guess for my selfishness, they're part of the test, and you know, not all the British beer comes here with the best example of you know, character and freshness. And I'd say out of the big three, Belgium, Germany, Britain's definitely the one that has definitely like not caught on as much in the more modern craft beer era. So, or not stayed strong, let's say that. Like it hasn't, it's definitely waned, whereas the other German and Belgian beers have not waned as much. Not too many British beers being produced by American producers these days. So, very good stuff though. Again, if you're a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale fan, you're gonna love this guy. It's definitely malt driven. That beer is malt driven. It's also quite bitter. That beer is decently bitter, and it's just different. It's like a bizarre world, you know. If you just tweak the ingredients just a little bit, you all of a sudden get a different kind of hoppiness and different kind of malt character in a very simple, drinkable 5.4 beer, right around where Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is, right? So delicious stuff. Let's go with the solid. Super drinkable. I mean, this is great food beer. Crush this with fish and chips all day. All the British dishes this would just do great with, along with some other kind of like roasted chicken dishes. I think would be fantastic with this. So let's go with a solid 92. Proper ESB from Pariah. Just tasty stuff. Nice to get a British beer that is a British style beer that's decently fresh. So thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the studying with me. Until next time, cheers.